kitchen. Blasting to you straight out of Las Vegas, Nevada, it is the curvaceous bounty of Sin City, starring Sierra, Sweet Cheeks, Alexia, and Mama. Good evening, Las Vegas.
And people around the world.
What a great day.
That's a great day.
It's storming out. Vegas storm.
We're all here.
No, you know what? No one ever believes me when I tell them about monsoon season. They're like, no. I'm like, nobody ever comes here in July because it's too hot. So you all miss out on it.
Well,
Right.
and they can't believe that it floods here.
Yeah,
It
they're
floods
like,
like an MFer here.
We're at the bottom of a bowl.
But, people think because we're so dry that there's a place for the water to go. But it's because we're so dry, there's not a place for the water to go.
no place for water to go.
But
None.
I'm
Well, there
sorry.
is. It's just at the bottom of the city. And so it's got to
Yes.
make it through the city to get there. And because we've paved over every square inch of natural land here, there's nowhere for the water to go.
I actually, last night I couldn't go to Las Vegas, the
I was
BBW
there.
Club Las Vegas, because I had to make up for family stuff that I missed before.
And I noticed, though, when I went back, when I got home, I was on Facebook. You were posting pictures
I was.
of Mike's family. It was great, the old pictures you were posting.
I know.
It was great.
His
What the,
great-grandmother used to be in the Barnum and Bailey Circus.
I
She
saw
was
that.
a
Oh,
high
wow.
wire walker, trapeze artist. She used to hold on to things with her teeth and spin, and it was
Oh.
great.
I could
That's
see
totally
Alexi over there.
crazy.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I did too. I did.
So
And-
wait, click.
because that's one of the reasons we went over there. It was not only for me to make up for not seeing the rest of his family, because he had like almost a family reunion when he went last time,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I had a prior engagement with you ladies. And so before we go, I said, what exactly are we going over there for again? He goes, makeup. And I said,
It's like a makeup test? Like, what's going on
I
here?
said, I have to bring my makeup bag. He goes, no, this is to make up for when you couldn't visit before. And it was to go through, they have 2 huge boxes of old pictures. And they want to
Oh.
digitize them, and Mike can take pictures of the pictures, just like I did with my
Well,
iPhone.
and then those ones, like the 2 ladies in the dresses. That
Right,
were-
right.
Like, I would take those and so frame them and put them in my house.
You know what was amazing about those is those were taken in 1945, and the colors on those were all still super vibrant. You see all
That's-
those. I think it was on some sort of film, because when you tilted it under the light, you could see the shininess of
Oh,
certain
yeah,
areas
yeah.
and everything. So I think that was actually film, and it
Yeah,
was
some
just
of those
amazing
would be a
stuff.
great wall collage.
Right. But I
Yeah.
just saw the 1945. I was like, dude, I gotta take a picture of this. And so yeah, I posted, and then I found there was a picture of a young boy, and I'm like, who's that? Mike says, I don't know. And his uncle,
Does somebody know that they could go in the back of the pictures? And
his
write it
uncle
all?
said, that's him.
"Oh,
So there's one picture of a kid on my Dame Vegas timeline, and you'll see it's Silent Mike when he was little.
Aw.
How cute.
Aw.
He was adorable.
That's great.
It's a mini Silent Mike.
So next time we go over there, because anyway, the whole reason I was saying this is because they live on the outskirts of town. They live out at like Durango and the 215-95 area.
If ever there was a
BFE.
definition for buttfuck Egypt, that's
Yeah,
it.
BFE.
Yes, and they're like the second to the last house
Before the
in
desert.
that. They
Before
have
the mob
they,
burial
they
site.
have a desert in front of them. And then way in the distance, you can see the 95 going to Indian Springs, right? So they have nothing but desert in front of them. They have one neighbor to the right, and then out to the mountains is desert. Nothing but desert.
That's
So
awesome.
I asked about coyotes, and she said they have a peach tree, but the rabbits eat all the peaches because the peach tree is really low.
The rabbits
So,
eat the peaches.
Have you ever seen a Mojave rabbit, the desert jackrabbits?
They're like as big as kangaroos,
They're
aren't
like
they?
4 feet tall
Yeah,
on
they
their
look like
hind
kangaroos.
legs.
And here's the thing. They don't take the peaches off the tree, nor do they eat them all. They bite them like once or twice on the tree and then leave them.
Well, those
Fucking
motherfuckers
rabbits.
need to stop wasting. At my house, the kids will get bopped in the noggin for
Trifling
wasting.
fucking rabbits.
The birds eventually come over and
Oh,
eat the.
finish it up. Okay.
And they
How
have
funny.
2 beautiful golden retrievers. I love golden retrievers. Ever since I read a Dean Koontz novel about, what's that one Dean Koontz novel with the dog?
I don't know, but the dog's name is Einstein, and
Right,
he's
right,
super
right.
smart.
Super smart.
Yeah.
Retrievers are smart anyway. Like these 2 dogs, they go and get the mail and the paper. And they make you take breaks. If you're out gardening and stuff, they will take your gloves telling you it's time to take a break.
Wow.
Very smart dogs. Anyway,
That's
one of
cool.
they've
They
had
could
for
be
like
helping dog.
Yeah.
Like those
one
kind
of them
things.
they've had for 19 years. Her name is Megan. She's adorable. And then they have another one named Honey, who they rescued from the Katrina hurricane, the
Wow.
Katrina thing. And she's 13. And I guess she went through some major hell when she was down there because she lost part of her jaw. So her tongue hangs out the side all the time.
Poor
It's
little
so
thing.
cute. So
Poor
cute.
thing.
But I had a blast. But yeah, that was
Good.
like way out there. And it was so dark. They had to fumble for the light switches to turn on the porch light just so we could see ourselves to get to the
To
truck.
get to the car. That's
It
good.
was hilarious.
Well, that's good. You had a good time.
I did. I did.
I got
did.
drunk,
I know you. I saw your post that you said you were ready to party like a rock star.
and I did.
So I knew that you would be partying.
I did.
Who was designated driver? The PLP?
Well, I had Coco
Coco-licious?
and my son-in-law with me.
Nice.
The two of them. So,
Son-in-law.
Wally.
Well,
So he said.
I love Wally.
Wally said. Well, I guess the broke motherfucker's got to be the designated driver. I go, "You're
Yep.
right."
that's the way I roll, motherfucker.
Oh, that's great.
So it was a good crowd last night. I had never amazed at the amount of new faces she has there every time.
She works it though.
She
Come
does.
on.
Good for her, you know,
Yeah.
because she doesn't, she's getting ready to have another surgery on her knee. She's had almost all her joints. So, she's not,
She's like the
not
bionic
easy.
woman.
Right. Well, and it's not easy for her to like get out and get around all the time, but that girl will go sit in a Lane Bryant parking lot and give out her flyers. She posts every day on Craigslist. So, cheers to her because there's a lot of new faces again. And I fell, but maybe I'll save that for my catch up. It was pretty funny.
Oh, okay. As long as you didn't get hurt or anything, you're
Sore
here.
as fuck.
So
Well, when you drop 400 pounds on the floor, you're going to hurt something. Probably the floor, but something.
Well, you want me to tell it now or
No,
wait?
we'll wait.
Okay.
We'll
So, but yeah, it was a good crowd and it was a lot of fun. And thank God school starts tomorrow.
I know, right?
See, so everybody doesn't realize is like when, summer for most people is relaxed time.
right.
Well, summer for me is not because I go from having kids from after school till their mothers pick them up to having them all day. So I have to get up earlier. It doesn't matter. It's just like I'm ready to like have. And now my grandson goes to school in the morning, so I get to have a few hours to myself in the morning, and then get ready to do homework when they all get home at the end of the day. I love it though. I wouldn't give it up. It's good. Love my kids.
I'm
But-
excited for school.
And they're all excited. Like my little guy starts kindergarten tomorrow, and he's got his new clothes all laid out and his new shoes. And he's more excited because they sent a thing home when he went to orientation this week that the first day of school they get to have free McDonald's breakfast. So he's like, "Grandma, you're coming to have McDonald's breakfast because you like that coffee."
They have some great coffee.
Oh,
I will
I
will
love it.
promote that for free.
So it's that's what's going on.
Wow. You know what I do. I don't have any kids by choice. Well, not by choice, but I'm good with the fact that I have no kids.
Okay.
The thing that I hate about summer being done is kids during the summer will go out and play at all points of the day. But when they're in school, they come out at 9 a.m. on Saturday, and that's all you hear.
That is true.
9
because they're
a.m. on
used to getting
Saturday.
up early,
Right.
and their parents are trying to catch a few hours sleep. So they're like, "Go outside." They leave the cereal out on the table the night before so they can feed themselves cereal and said, "Go ride your bikes outside," so
Right.
the parents can get an extra hour.
Right.
That's
Sounds
how it
like an
works.
experienced mom.
Yeah.
That's what we would do anyway. But I hear it every morning at 9 a.m. I hear kids screaming and yelling and crying and balls bouncing and
But by
everything else.
8:30 at night, everything's done because they have to be to bed early. Like that's what I'm looking forward to. You mean at 8:30 at night, my house will be quiet? Yeah. So
That's kind of cool, I guess.
yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Can we talk about our guest who's in the studio
We
with
have
us
a
tonight?
beautiful guest in studio today.
I'm very excited. This is Miss Michelle Austin, TS Michelle Austin. Michelle danced with me at the Little Darlings contest. That's where I first met her. And she was our neighbor at BBW Fan Fest.
Right.
Mhm.
Welcome, Michelle.
Hello, ladies.
We're excited. Anybody out there can watch us live right now.
That's right. Go to SinCityBounty.com if you're listening on Vegas All Night Radio radio because I know some of you fine people do. And I'll be posting on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that during the hour. So
Right now I'm showing a picture. The picture you have on your Facebook fan page, which is
It's,
you with all your long hair and it's like blue and yellow plaid shirt. You're looking like
You're
super
so
hot.
fucking hot in that picture. You are.
You
It's beautiful.
you make most girls look ugly.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No,
Like-
thank my parents for it. I don't have any
Good
surgeries.
genes, huh? Good
I don't have any
genes.
surgeries, so my parents. But yeah, that's actually just taken on my phone.
Really?
Before I did a shoot last Friday.
Is that a selfie?
That's a selfie. Yes.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a really good selfie.
it's a damn good phone.
I learned these iPhones are good.
I know.
But yeah, so it was actually a dream come true to shoot for that site, and I was playing a farmer's daughter, so I kind of like had that
You
whole
got a little role play thing going on.
Yeah, I got to. So I kind of like it kind of inspired me to do Jessica Simpson and Dukes of Hazzard. So
Oh,
that whole,
God.
the Daisy Dukes, the boots, and the shirt. But yeah, it was Shemale Porn Star. A lot of sites have told me for years. In November, I'll be celebrating 3 years in the porn industry, and a lot of the porn companies in the transsexual world won't hire me because I'm too big. So for Shemale Porn Star to finally acknowledge my talent and to put me on there when they've told me no in the past was kind of like accomplishment for the big girls.
There's got to be a world for BBWTSs.
Oh hell
That's
yeah! You have like 7,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this girl is gorgeous. How
Yeah.
could you not?
Well, you know, I always thought that being gorgeous was the thing that I thought, oh, I'll be able to get into porn because I'm pretty. And then I got into porn and then realized that no one wanted to hire me except a few companies. So it had nothing to do with me being pretty. It just was I wasn't the size that guys like to watch. And you'll hear it on like some transsexual forums, and I've gotten into arguments with guys before. Even guys will say even girls over a size 12 or at a 12 are too big. And like I have a friend who her name's Jessie Flores, and she's in porn, and she's a skinny girl. And if you look at her, she's got a little meat. She's not bones, but she's skinny. But people are calling her fat.
Oh, I hate that.
And
Makes
I
you
have
want to
this
smack a fucker.
I have this big thing against. I hate guys calling girls fat because that's the reason why so many girls have eating disorders and
No, you're right.
and can't accept themselves.
Yeah, you're right. But I think that skinny girl. See, I always say that when you take the clothes off a skinny girl, you know what you're getting. Pretty much know. You can tell in her clothes what she's built like. But all
Kind
of
of like
us
opening up a
chublets
box
and
of
pretty
chicken
girls,
McNuggets. They all look the same. They all taste the same.
But if you take the clothes off a fat chick, it's like Christmas because we're all shaped differently.
Yeah.
It's like a bucket of KFC.
Yeah, you got legs in there, you got thighs in there. Yeah, you're right. You're going from chicken nuggets to a bucket.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll definitely take the bucket anyway. That's a great analogy, Sierra.
Thank you. That's why you keep me around.
Yeah, you're right, because sometimes your brain works.
Sometimes.
So before we get too in depth, because we're going to do that after the break,
Yeah,
but
we have lots of questions.
there were a couple of stories that I sent you ladies, and I know that you weren't able to open them, but I wanted to cover a couple of them because they were great. Okay. So the first one was our friends in Switzerland,
We love the Swiss.
in Zurich,
Okay.
right?
They make good chocolate.
They've decided to open prostitute drive-ins.
It's
All right.
a drive-through blowjob.
It
It's
is.
I
awesome.
love
Wait
that.
a minute. Do they come to the car and give you the
No,
blowjob?
no, there's a section, there's an area set off, and there's these little booths, rooms all the way around it. You come to the gate, pay your money, show your ID or whatever. You can pick your I think you can pick your person there.
I'll
and
take a
then-
number 2 with a
and
side
then-
of 5.
And then you have to be in the car. You cannot be like it's like the drive-through. You cannot be on a bicycle or anything. You
Nope.
have to be in a car.
No mopeds.
And then you drive into this area, and then you go to the little booth that you want. You get your McLovin.
Okay, but
McLovin.
my question is when you get into your little booth, does the one you picked get in the car and service
No.
you
It's
for
in
a
the
blowjob?
the booth is
you
like
get
a little
out
bedroom.
out of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
car
Uh-huh.
and go in the booth.
Mhm.
Wow, I think you
It's
should
more
just
like
stay
a
in your
s- it's
car.
There
it's
you
less
go.
like
That's
McDonald's.
That's a little cheaper.
It's less like McDonald's and more like Sonic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why I was wondering if I could get serviced in the car.
they,
I
they,
get tater tots with that.
they call it sex
That-
boxes.
Sex boxes.
Sex boxes.
I wonder
Hey,
what it is in
girls,
Swiss.
Girls, why don't come on now? Why are we not opening one of those here in Vegas? We fucking live in Sin City.
Because
it's against the
prostitution,
law.
yeah, prostitution's not legal in the
That's not
city limits yet.
prostitution, it's
See, a lot of
blowjobs.
people think that. That's the misconception. I think a lot of people
Yeah,
come
they
to
think
to-
it's legal.
A lot of
because the
people
bunny
think it's-
ranches.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's legal all over.
Right.
But it's not. It's only legal in Nye County and Lincoln County, I
Right.
think.
Uh-huh.
And it's only legal outside of incorporated city limits. So you can't be inside Pahrump, which is in Nye County, and have prostitution. You have to be outside the city limits to do it. It's a really complicated
But my
law.
question is on that: what if you do more than get a blowjob in that little room?
I think it's $40 for whatever you want. You can go in there and just sit and talk to the woman
Yeah.
if you want.
Probably.
$40 for how much?
Well, I don't know if it's
time?
40. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. $40. It's not $40.
Oh, okay.
It's there's 40 booths in
It's
this
whatever.
one that they've opened.
Oh, so then they
One of 40
Well, obviously, prostitution must be legal there.
Yeah, well, it's like
It's
yeah,
legal
like
in most-
Amsterdam. Yeah,
It's
Yeah, it's
legal in almost every country
It's
in
legal
Europe.
and regulated.
Thailand. They
They're-
have little. They have little places. They have
Yeah, I
little
know in
places like that.
Thailand they do a
In
lot,
Japan, they have little sleeping tubes that you rent,
Yeah.
and there's a prostitute inside. It's like the size. It's just a little bit bigger than a twin size bed square, and you just slide in, get what you need, and you
she's
slide
already
back
in
out
there.
again. Yeah.
This little
Skinny
business
bitches
is
over
worth
in Asia.
this little business is worth $2.2 million a year.
Dang.
I'm telling you, girl.
Where we gotta move.
And then
I
the
know.
country and if they have counties over there, the country and the city makes money off of that as well because it's all taxed.
See, I say legalize all the sex industry, legalize the marijuana stuff.
I was
and get
listening
the
to a
taxes on.
story. I listen to podcasts all the time, and one of my favorites is This American Life. And they did a story about a sheriff in Mendocino County who came up with a plan for the medical marijuana plants that people own that have the medical
Right.
card. All they have to do is register their plants. They get these zip ties to put on their plants. You're only allowed 25 plants. The place had started to get ridden with crime and everything. So he got everybody to register, number one, their plants, pay the city fee. They, in essence, they paid the cops to come out to their homes to count their plants to make sure that they weren't destroying the environment, using pesticides or anything like that. So all these people who registered were on the up and up. And this program made $1.5 million for the county of Mendocino. But the federal government, because it's against the law, marijuana is federally against the law, they raided most of their farmers.
Yeah, I see
And
that.
that technically is against the law because if it's legal in the state and it's legal in the county, the federal government doesn't
Shouldn't
have
step in. Yeah,
they don't have a right to step in.
Well, yes, they do because federal overrides all
override
other
state
laws.
and city. It does.
That is unconstitutional.
Well, and
Anyway,
I
so
read about
back to
I believe to belong to the union, you have to sign an agreement that you want to belong to the United States of America, and that being the case, federal law overrides everything else.
blah. So Wendy of Neverland posted in our chat while we were talking about drive-through
Porn,
drive-through prostitution. She asked if Canadian guys have to drive in a Mini.
We love you, Wendy, and our Canadians too.
No, less than a Mini, they have to drive a smart car.
Now, I'm planning on taking a vacation to Canada, so
Canada.
Well, I lived in Detroit. I grew up in the Detroit area,
Right,
and we
right.
used to take the bridge all the time over to Canada, all
So-
the time.
Here's our thing about Canadians. I had an incident with a Canadian once, and he had a very small penis. And
it was a great story, and so we've
so
hammered the Canadians.
he had a
in.
small penis, and he only
Well,
lasted
wait a
about
minute.
3 minutes. But
Don't you
every story
remember
we've
the
heard,
Canadian that I was with at the bash,
he had a big penis, didn't
the
he?
huge monster penis.
He had the big, scary, floppy black penis.
He was a black Canadian.
He was Canadian.
That's awesome.
But that's the thing. Every story we've heard after that is that Canadians actually have rather large penises, and they're very good in the sack. And that's what I would have figured, considering that's all you have to do in Canada. It's so cold up there for 7 months out of the year. All you have to do is stay inside and fuck.
No, it's a natural selection kind of thing. Only the big penises survive.
Exactly.
Survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fattest cock. And that's
mean,
what I
this was a
figured.
monster- This was it might have been the biggest.
So
monster I've ever
I
seen.
may have gotten the smallest penis in Canada, but still we make fun of Canadians and their tiny
Yeah.
penises.
But you know what I'm thinking? He's black, so that kind of cancels out the whole
it's
Canadian
white
thing.
Canadians that have little penises. So now we're really being discerning here.
So are the
Have you ever known a Canadian?
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of T-girl Canadians because of
Big dicks or small dicks?
most of them are pretty big.
Oh,
See?
But there's a
see.
whole.
are
there's
they
a-
white?
Yeah.
Okay.
They are white, but
They're white.
I haven't met a black Canadian to be honest. But there's a whole
I'll
site.
introduce you
There's
at the
only
back
like
next
5 of
year.
them, and they're all in Ottawa.
There's a whole transsexual site called Canada T Girl. So
Oh.
they have
I have to check that out.
yeah.
Actually, that's a question I have for you before we go on break. It's a quick question. I've noticed that there is an unusual misbalance. Usually, when you see people with, certain, I wouldn't call it a sexual fetish, but a sexual need or want, there's usually a pretty good balance between the different flavors of, yellow, polka dotted, pink, purple, black, white, whatever. But in the T girls, I see that it's almost uniformly either Asian or white girls. You see very few black girls.
There are a lot of black girls. It's just they're on a site called Black Tea Girls.
Oh, okay.
They segregate. No, there's some pretty ones. Natasha Dreams, Natalia Cox, Nadia are probably 3 of the biggest black porn stars right now.
In
and
my
transsexual.
in all the media that I've ever seen about transsexuals, it's usually the black ones that are in the media. Like they're in the movies, they're featured in movies and TV shows and things like that. It's very rarely a white one or an Asian one. It's usually a
I
black.
see the whole show on, I don't know if it was HBO or whatever, about the whole TS over in Thailand. You want to see some beautiful women.
Yeah, those
Like,
Asian girls are. They
Yeah,
make
and
you
then there's
angry.
some place over in Asia, and I wish I could remember where they will, each family, as the children are young, picks one boy to be feminine. Have you heard this story?
Wow.
Yeah, because you're closer. Being trans is you're one step closer to God and the
Right.
Buddhist.
Exactly.
So
They bring them up to be wearing girls' clothes and to and if they're and usually they pick the most feminine boy or whatever. So maybe they're lucky and they hit it. But sometimes these boys grow up and they go, this ain't what I like.
I'm a boy.
Yeah, there's one over there that just turned into a monk. She just had everything reversed and became a monk. Because the only way to become a monk is being male.
Castrated or to be male.
Yeah. So
That's a question.
she was a beauty pageant. She won one of the biggest beauty pageants over there.
I've
Miss
seen on
Tiffany,
this show I
yeah.
watched showed the beauty. Like jaw-dropping gorgeous.
It's like
these women are.
over there it's called Universal Show Queen, and it's like it's kind of like Miss America here. Or Miss Universe actually, because girls from all over that are trans go over there and compete, and it's really cool because it's like a whole week of being like Miss America. They take you to all the cultural things while you're there. They you do it on a big stage in front of a huge audience, and then you're also live on TV over there being watched. So what's cool is I know 2 American girls that have won it and became celebrities over there
Oh wow.
because they love the
I
blondes.
I just love the title of the show, Universal Show Queens.
I know that's great.
That's
isn't it?
awesome.
But that sounds so all encompassing. Like
Yeah.
you could be anything.
Like
and win
I could go
this.
over there and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See me with all these little tiny skinny Asian
Universal
beautiful
show
women, and here
queens.
comes Sweet Cheeks.
Is it specifically just for the transgendered girls?
I think they probably have regular ones, but that's the one for
Yeah,
trans.
that's the one I seen the special on.
I've always
yeah.
wanted to go over there and do it, but I would have a hard time because I don't like Thai food.
What?
I'm a picky
What?
eater.
She's Thai.
I'm a picky eater, so it would just be
If you can't find no
because
fried chicken or biscuit.
they pay for you pay to entry and then you fly over there or whatever, and they you take you to all the cultural things. So I'd probably have a hard time eating their
I learned to
food.
like rice.
Yeah.
I love rice,
They have
but
noodles.
a lot of Thai food is the pasta looking thing.
The noodles,
string.
right,
Yeah,
right,
the
right.
Fried noodles?
Yeah,
You're not a big pasta girl?
I love pasta. I just don't. There's just something about Thai food. I've tried. I had an ex who loved Thai food, and I love
love Thai.
Chinese food now.
I love Thai food. I'd eat Thai food every single day.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing that scares me about Thai food is if it's too spicy, because I'm just
But you
not a
order
spice
it
girl.
American style, and there's no spice at all in
Yeah,
it.
all the foods come. There are very few foods that are very spicy. Most of them is very plain, and then you add spice. So
They ask you what level you want, 1 to 10. You say, "Oh,
say
I'm white."
0.
Oh, I put -2 for you. I send you Thai iced tea.
And then the other story that I wanted to cover, there's this young 17-year-old Irish girl who went to an Eminem concert in Dublin, I believe. And she was with her boyfriend, and she was having a great time. There's lots of pictures of the two of them having a really good time, holding each other, kissing, making out. But somebody videotaped her giving him a blowjob.
Uh-oh.
And then it went onto the internet. And then it went viral. And everybody came down on her, calling her a slut. And,
Oh, dang. I
See-
want to see that video because I want to see how big he is.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. He has his arms raised like he's conquering. Everybody calls him a hero. They're talking about how great it was that he was able to get a blowjob at this concert.
And on the other hand, she's a
And then
cocksucking whore.
she's a whore, yeah.
Uh,
She's in
that's-
the hospital. Right now, she's in the hospital for all the
Mental.
anguish that
It-
she's suffering.
Here's the terrible thing. Number one, why are you filming someone else getting their fucking cock sucked?
Right.
That's not your business.
Unless you're going to save it for yourself to watch every night before you go to
Right.
bed. Come on now.
It's not any of your business. If you stumble upon it, watch, enjoy it, masturbate a little, go home. It is not any of your business to be recording somebody else blowing somebody. However, if you do record it, exactly, you should keep it to yourself.
Well,
And then if you're going to put this video up on the internet, all of these motherfuckers who were yelling at this poor girl about she's a cocksucking whore and all this other stuff, all of you motherfuckers have given roadhead at some point. You pulled off to the side of the road to give your boyfriend a blowjob. He's fingering you in the car. You're making out up against the wall and dry humping each other's legs. Everybody has had public sex in some form or another. No one has the right to judge this girl. No one.
No, I agree.
Except maybe the Dalai Lama, because I don't think he's had public sex.
Right. Well, and you know what? I think that's what's going on a lot. Everybody's got a camera and a video camera in their back pocket. And I think that a lot of these younger kids out there,
Get off my lawn!
they don't realize, seriously, they don't stop and think what they're taking and what they're posting and what they could do to somebody. Or to turn around and look when you're doing something, making sure you're not being filmed in a way you
Mhm.
don't want to be filmed.
And if
Yeah.
you don't want your video of you giving your boyfriend a blowjob to get out on the internet, don't give your boyfriend a blowjob in a public place. Unless you are totally okay with the public seeing your blowjob, don't give a public blowjob.
Right.
That's my thing.
I agree. But I hate. She's a dirty fucking whore and he's a hero.
No, that's absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
that is so wrong.
Fuck it. Fuck them all.
Okay, and now I follow a page on Facebook called Vegas Kid Issues.
Oh Lord.
Okay, it's great. It talks about all the things.
Are they
that if you grew
pedophiling
up here-
kids?
no. If you grew up here, all the things that you do.
I know that's the skinniest woman I ever saw up there
Um,
on their thing.
One of my very favorite things that they posted, I think they found it on the internet, was you live in Vegas. You grew up in Vegas when the best parking spot is where the tree is.
Exactly.
True.
There's one lonely, scraggly ass tree in the parking lot, and everybody is waiting for those spots to come open.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a post, I saw it last night, and it was a photo of somebody else's Facebook status. And it listed sex $30, blowjob $40. And-
job is more than
Yes.
sex?
I'm trying to find it, but so he just posted. He didn't comment on it or anything. He just posted it and said, "I'm gonna leave this here." And now, of course, she got hammered for posting that on her Facebook status.
This was a girl who posted
This
this?
is a girl who posted her price list for prostitution on her Facebook.
Well,
Did
What
they
do you
say she
think?
was too cheap?
yeah, because I'm telling
Well,
you,
that's putting
my
yourself
blowjobs
right
are...
out there.
Right.
I mean, that's putting yourself like, okay, cops, come arrest me.
Well, there's that, and, if you don't want people calling you a whore, you shouldn't act like a whore. I'm just saying.
No, and you know what? There are girls, if that's how they make their money, I got no problem with that.
Right.
But on
I don't-
Facebook, posting your, this is my menu.
Yeah, no, they got a website for that. It's called Craigslist. Now,
Or,
get
Yeah.
get off Facebook. Get on eHarmony. That's where you can get a lot of blowjobs on eHarmony.
Can you?
Oh, I won't even go into all that bullshit.
Well, I know POF.
Oh, that's another one. That's for free, too. You don't even got to pay for that shit. You just get on there and be like,
I think maybe you took
Blowjobs.
it down. So
when Oh, they took it down.
They
think
probably
so.
should have.
Yeah.
But here's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's a menu.
And everybody got mad at this girl for posting her prostitution menu.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, well, number one, I'm a big agreeer with Howard Stern on this. This is the only thing that Howard Stern and I agree on. If you don't like it, turn it off.
Yeah.
So, if you don't like seeing that, then you can easily, there's a little button on there that says unfriend
Right.
or unlike.
Right. Or you can even you can stay their friend, just hide their post.
Yeah, hide their posts.
Well,
And if it really upsets you and you think it's wrong, then report it to Facebook. You ranting all of your God spewy bullshitty about how, Jesus is going to burn you in a flaming fire pile of bullshit because you're fucking dudes. Let me remind you that prostitution is the oldest profession.
Mhm.
And even Jesus said prostitutes should be forgiven
Really?
for whatever they do. Yeah.
Yeah. Mary Magdalene was told to be forgiven.
Mary Magdalene was a prostitute
that washed
before
Jesus'
she
feet.
was an apostle.
Hi, this is Joseph.
So, oh, is it break time?
Yeah. My thingy didn't. Oh, it all screwed up. Damn it.
Stupid Sam broadcaster. It's got issues.
And have found
Nope.
or searching
Sam doesn't like us very much
There we
today.
go.
courage to love
All right, so it's break time. We're going to roll out of this and into the bill-paying portion of our show. We will be right back after these messages. Have a good evening, ladies. Hold on.
Hi, this is Atomic April live from Las Vegas, and I'm proud to announce the premiere of Atomic April's Radio Glam every Friday, 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on VegasAllNetRadio.com. I'll be talking beauty tips, salon secrets, and tricks of the trade, and how to make your life a little more glamorous one sparkle at a time. I'll have special guests, contests, and giveaways, so listen online to Atomic April's Radio Glam every Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. on Vegas AllNet Radio. Until then, stay sparkling.
This is Alexia from the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City Radio Show. Join myself and the ladies every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern for real talk about real stories with real people. That's Sundays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on your computers at VegasAllNetRadio.com because they won't let us on regular radio.
Hey, it's Roxy from the 702 Rock Show, right here at VegasAllNetRadio.com. Listen to my show every Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. to hear about local artists, musicians, fashion designers, and more right here in Las Vegas. So tune in every Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. to hear me, Michelle Roxy Davis, right here at VANR on the 702 Rock Show.
Follow your favorite BBW porn stars on Twitter. Find them all at bbwgirltweet.com.
Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on VegasAllNetRadio.com. Streaming live video at SinCityBounty.com every week, Sunday, 7 o'clock.
See us anytime.
That's right.
Can we give a shout out to those beautiful pictures you sent us?
For those of you who follow us on Facebook, it's facebook.com/SinCityBounty or type in the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City.
Spelled appropriately, by the way.
No. It's spelled wrong on Facebook.
Oh, is it spelled wrong on Facebook?
And I can't change it because we have over 2,000 likes on Facebook now. And you can't change it when you get that big. But
we're going to have a 5,000 mark party.
I follow Les Toyle on Facebook, and he follows a lot of other artists. And there's a female artisan who is very close to Les, and she does a different kind of art. She doesn't do the same kind that Les does, but she also does digital art. And she started making these things called profile darlings. And as soon as I saw, I believe it was Satu's from Plush Cat. As soon as I saw hers, I said, oh my God, we have to have those. And so I've been saving and scrimping. They're not very expensive, but I wanted to get 4 of them. So it was saving and scrimping so I could get these for the girls. And she delivered them this week. I sent it off, I think, on Monday, and then she delivered them by Saturday. I think we got them all.
Well, a few weeks ago, you had sent us
Yes.
an email. Send me your favorite picture. I go, what for? Just fucking send it to me, okay?
question. Don't question the regime. Send me
So
pictures.
I send them off, and the artist name is Toni Tails. It's ToniTails, and you can just put her in the Facebook thing, and you'll find 3 or 4 pages that belong to her.
We like her now, don't we?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we've all personally liked her too.
Well,
so.
you kind of have to, because
Yeah,
once
exactly.
you see the little profile darling of yourself that she makes, and she does men as well. She's put out a couple of 3 male ones that I've seen, and they are so adorable.
Oh, I want to send.
Definitely go to just type in the Curvaceous Bounty and we'll come right up, and it's the 3 on our page. And
I put them all
they're
together and
so
made it our
awesome.
cover photo, and they are just so adorable.
I just-
Everybody
They
looks
are
great.
They are darling.
They
are
are. I mean,
very
like I
darling.
just and I put it on my Sweet Cheeks page, but I put it on my personal page for my family and friends to see.
Right.
And I think I've got like 50 or 60 likes on it, not to mention all the comments.
Right,
So
right.
Everybody was like, "Wow,
I
that
should
looks
put it
so
on my
great."
personal page.
I just love the fact we all have different hair color.
I know.
My only problem with putting it on my personal page is I already have some creepo huck mama mama bobs trying to friend me on my personal
Oh,
page.
I do too. I tell them.
I was like decline.
no, I always just send them a message. Friend me on
right.
Sweet Cheeks.
Oh, I have-
Yeah,
No, they follow me from my regular from
Yeah.
my show page over to my
Right,
regular
mine too.
page, and I have to decline.
All
them.
of you that don't know, you can get us all on Facebook. Sweet Cheeks, Sin City Bounty, Sierra, Sin City Bounty, Alexia, Sin City Bounty, if you
Yep.
want to be our friends on Facebook.
Michelle Austin's on Facebook as well.
Yes, you are.
She
Give
is.
us your
Michelle
give us
Austin TS.
your, There we go.
Mhm.
There we go.
So shout out to Toni Tails. We love her, and go get yourself a profile art. You cannot not like the profile darling you get from
and
her.
you know what? It's $10 and it's yours forever.
It is.
I want one of me all over the place.
I think I'm going to use mine as my when we get our personalized business cards done. I think I'm going to use mine on my
that's not
business
a bad
card.
idea.
That is
Not a
very
bad
very
idea.
cool.
Yeah.
I was
saying.
thinking of, our logo is the 3 girls, and since we're down to 3, I was thinking of maybe seeing how much it would be to commission her to make us in the 3.
Ooh, when
You
we
know
do
what
our
I mean?
photo shoot, we should take the picture like
That's
that.
I was going to
And
talk
since
to
you
ladies
have the
about that,
perfectly
but-
round belly going on
Yeah,
there,
you got to be in the.
you got to be the belly one in the middle.
Well, I have a lot developed last night about our photo shoot.
Right.
So I have to. I mean, we got a green screen now,
Wow.
so that when we do, because all of you that have been asking for 8x10s of us
They're
autographed, they're coming. We're going to take those in a few weeks. But that way we can do whatever style we want and drop the backgrounds in on the greens. We got a green screen coming. We, of course, you all know we have a hairstylist coming. We now have a makeup artist coming.
I know you texted me
true.
that this afternoon. I was
So we
like,
were talking about this, and I know that the hotel room that we've rented to do this in is very tiny. I don't know how we're going to fit all these fucking people in this room. Like,
We'll
there's going to
it's
have
not
figure it
that
out.
tiny.
Well, it's not particularly large either.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll put the makeup in the over there. So I was talking
I'm
to
going to
our
miss the big
photographer.
bathtub, though.
Yeah, I was talking to our photographer about everything we wanted to do and the fun shots we talked about
Right,
doing
right.
and some styles with that. And so we got some good ideas. So girls, plan on being there a little longer than we were last time.
Uh-oh.
Well,
no,
you
why
figure
don't we
got a
plan
lot
on just
going on.
getting there earlier?
Well, that's fine. I can get there early. You guys are working. I can work.
Well, I know like in a month in advance, or
Well, it is.
2
It is
weeks
a
in
month in
advance. I
advance.
can take
Yeah,
half a day
so
or
we'll
something.
work out
so.
about it.
Yeah, I
and,
can do that too.
So anyway, yeah, it'll be it's going to be exciting,
I
and
know.
he's going to take a lot of great pictures. We both we were bouncing
Well,
some ideas.
well, let's
off.
talk about our photographer. We love him. He's
We do
amazing.
love
He
him.
is fabulous.
It's Curve Media.
Curve Media. That's
Yeah,
right.
and-
I believe all the pictures that these little profile darlings are based on were Curve Media pictures.
They were. He took
Yeah.
all of those.
So, just so
So.
you ladies know, I've been practicing my poses in the mirror.
No,
I
you
wanna do.
haven't.
I
I'm
have.
still trying to figure out
I
what
found one with me in these jeans that I'm wearing and no top in my mirror. I'm like, oh, I'm doing that one.
Well, I want to I'm trying to figure out, like, because your 8x10 glossy is pretty important. You're sending this out to fans and sign, and I just don't know. I know it's your style, which style you want to go with, and him and I were kind of brainstorming what styles I want to do, and
You
I
should just
don't
go with
even
2-bit
know.
hooker.
God, I hate this bitch. Wait a minute. Did you see what she posted? The email. Okay, I'm gonna tell everybody. We had sent a proposal to somebody about some
Oh, I saw that.
some work
Yeah, I
that
saw
we're gonna do here in
in the upcoming future.
upcoming future. We send a proposal out. I mean, within 24 hours, we had a response back saying, "Yeah, ladies, whatever you want," kind of thing.
Right.
So this one replies to the email. Wow, that was that was faster than Sweet Cheeks on a Saturday night.
And it's so true.
But
No, I want to tell you, I have never left that club with a man and took him
I'm
home.
telling you, if we do,
She gave him a
if we
blowjob in a parking lot.
do model a business after Zurich, we'll put you in charge.
You can be Madam Sweet Cheeks.
Oh, I'm all about that.
Oh yeah,
I know
always
that.
wanted to be a madam. Always. Always wanted to be a madam. I'm way good with that.
You be
So-
the madam, I'll be the business manager. We'll be all right.
So as you can tell, we're very excited about our upcoming shoot and all our future plans and stuff.
So if there's anything fans you'd like to see special for us in our photo shoot, right now's the time to send it to us.
Photo
Yes.
shit.
Photo
Did she
shit.
say photo shit?
She did say
Well, we
photo
can
Okay.
do
shoot.
that. We can do that too. Oh,
No, I'm
No,
not
no.
pooping. I'm not pooping.
Just kidding.
I might pee a little, but I'm not pooping.
I don't even have the door open in the house with my fiance in the house when
Oh
I
my
go poo-poos.
God.
When they
Poo-poos.
go reading a book. Isn't that what you guys call it?
We-
I'm going to
we're
go
going
read.
to the library.
We call it reading. That's right. Hey, babe, I have to read. Okay. I know exactly what it means.
I'm going to go powder my nose. See you in 10 minutes. My partner always knows when it's number 2 when I take a phone
I
with
gotta
me.
go take a shit, okay?
Okay. Michelle.
And on
I
to
have
better
so many
things.
questions for our
Okay,
guests. Let's get to her.
I know from this, I know that you do a lot of fetish work as well.
Yeah.
With your toes and all kinds of stuff. Have you ever been asked to do a defecation or scat? I think it's scat play is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you done it?
I have.
Was it?
It's different. It's awkward. I'd rather pee than.
Yeah, peeing just seems
But
way easier than pooping on command.
See, I'm just wondering if you can't conjure up a good poop when you need to.
Well, that's true. It's kind of hard to do that,
You're like, quick, come over, I got to poo now.
but it's not my favorite.
No.
But
Wow.
it doesn't bother me. I just.
Well, it's not because you're not getting pooped on. You're
okay.
pooping on somebody else.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask. What do you do? How does this happen? You only hear about it. I've never actually, because I'm sorry, I don't search out fecophilia videos.
Right.
No, me neither.
So,
John.
like, is it just like that scene from American Pie where it's like, I've always ever wanted a guy to, or not American Pie, but teenage, whatever, some spoof movie about, the only thing I've ever wanted is someone to take a steaming hot pile of crap on my chest. And is that what it is? Just squat over, dude, poop on them?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, then collect your money and go home. I'm
There
way
you
good
go.
with that. Hell
You don't have
yeah.
to spread it around or
Oh,
nothing.
stop.
I'm just
Stop.
asking.
Some guys probably do want you to do that.
I would think
I've
so.
seen there's a famous porn star. Well, I don't know if you call her porn, but she does that. She's in the UK and she's
See, I'd be afraid to
she
get
puts it
under my
all
nails
over
and shit.
her,
Oh,
and
no.
it's just it looks like mud, but I'm just like, no, it's not for me.
No,
yeah, I'm
me
afraid
either.
of my nails
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it'd be like rubber gloves because I would want, I made meatballs today and I have rubber gloves on to mix the meatballs because I don't want that damn meat behind my
Yeah,
nails.
but that's not my favorite. I wouldn't say that's a fetish.
well, if we're gonna talk to Michelle, let's go back to let's Michelle.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Well, it's a penis, not an elephant.
Right.
But sometimes it looks like an elephant.
It's got a little
Do
trunk, a
you have
little
a big
floppy.
penis?
no.
No?
No.
So average size?
I've seen
or-
it.
It's like 5
On the
inches.
movie.
Well, I actually was measured on Shima Yum this past year, so it is 5 inches. But people will say it's tiny, a lot of times. But when I'm soft, you wouldn't even know. I don't have to
How long
tuck.
have you been living as a woman? Since you were
see,
what age?
Well, I started dressing at 17, but full time since 2001, so 12 years
Now,
now.
17 is where you started dressing or realizing.
Well, yeah, playing in it, I guess, is when I started
so,
to.
but when did you realize, like, I'm just not in the right? I'm not a real boy.
When I was 18 and I saw a transsexual woman for the first time in my life, that's when I saw her doing drag. I went to a drag show and seeing the beautiful Erica Andrews, which is an icon in the drag trans world, and she just passed away this year. But she was someone that I looked up to, and I realized, wow, you know what? She looked like a woman. She didn't look like anything. I mean, only thing I had a reference to growing up was Tu Wong Fu and Birdcage. I never had
Love
anything.
Tu Wong Fu.
I know, I love those two. And not until I was older in high school, I saw Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. But still,
Priscilla is amazing.
Priscilla, there you do you see a trans character in that one, but it just I never related to that because I guess it was an older person. But then when I was at a drag show and I'm seeing an actual trans woman, it just felt like that was the right thing for me to do. And at that time, I wanted to do it. I didn't know how I was going to do it.
Is there a what's the biological definition for people between transgender and transsexual? Is it the same?
They're saying transgendered is an umbrella for many different terms. Transgendered means you can be cross-dresser, transvestite, drag queen, transsexual. A transsexual is as someone that lives in the opposite, but they live as the opposite sex than what they were born as.
Right.
So
Now, have you had hormone therapy at all?
yes, I spent.
Well, those look really real. So
Yeah, these are, but they're silicone too. they're
you had them
enhanced.
they still look
I
real
had them
though.
enhanced. Yeah.
Now, my question is now, all of you that watch the show know that I'm a tranny nanny and I love the trannies, but I've never, until I met Michelle here, watched a tranny porn. So
Right.
my interest is not in the sexual aspect. My interest is in the mental,
Right.
physical, and what
Mhm.
you go through growing up. Like, I'm very interested in that.
Mhm.
So I know that when a man starts taking woman's hormones, that it makes the genitals and the balls smaller.
And now that is true. It just depends what hormones you take. See, when I started doing my everything and I went to a doctor and I told him I went to a psychiatrist first and then I was there
Did they
maybe
make you go to a psychiatrist before they put you on hormone therapy?
yes.
Okay.
But also I thought, oh, I might have to be at the psychiatrist for a while. And I was there maybe 2 sessions and 2 or 3 sessions and she basically told me, you already know what you want. She says, you're one of those people that know. I always knew I never wanted to go all the way. I never felt like having the surgery was going to change me being a female because I think a lot of people think that the vagina is going to change the world's aspect to them, but in reality, the world doesn't know what's between your pants.
That's right.
So
right.
the world never knows.
And that's what Chaz Bono said too about his transition
Mhm.
is that no one needs to know what's in my pants.
Mhm.
Yeah, no one knows.
That's
And
true.
so for that sake, it's how I always wanted to, I don't need to go full Monty.
So
I
you
guess.
told the doctor I want to still be able to work my parts when you went
Yeah.
down there?
Well, actually, when I was younger, I always thought, oh, I don't have a big penis, so guys that I'm gonna be with want me to be what we call a bottom in this industry.
right.
Means you take you
You're
take
a catcher, not a pitcher.
Yeah. And then I met a guy I was dating, and he wanted me to top, and that was the first time I ever topped, and realized I liked it too. And I never knew that I could do that. And then that's how it all formed out. That I really realized that I like being versatile and being able to pick whatever it is I want. But mostly now that I'm older, I think my sex life is mostly oral because that's what I like. But I mean,
And it's just easier.
it is
There's a
easier.
lot less prep involved for oral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's
Now, is that
true.
oral for you to perform or oral
Both.
on you?
Versatile. Yo, we gotta take turns. If you're not gonna go down on me, if you're not going down on me, then we're not together.
You guys do
I gotta tell,
69
I
or
have to admit that when I was watching Michelle's video that she gave me so nicely, it was really erotic to see this beautiful woman and this hot guy sucking this beautiful woman's cock. It was like, whoa, this is like really nice. You know?
nipples are getting hard.
You kind of get the because I saw some of your posts on Twitter and on your website. You've done shoots with Kirby Scarlett, Courtney Trouble,
Mhm.
and so you kind of you're all over the place there.
Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place. If we're gonna talk about real life, no, I'm not all over the
Right,
place.
right.
I'm probably very vanilla.
Well, you're very a home she's married, has a husband. So I
Yeah.
bet Monday through Friday you're a wife, and then when you go do your work, you do your work, right?
Well, I do my work from home, so
Okay.
but yeah, when I do have to go on sets or stuff, it's all I'm very. That's the thing. People always go, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" I'm sitting at home. my life. Once I hit 30, I just realized that I partied way too hard in my 20s. That
Girl, do you know how old I am?
I can't
Next time
drink
I go
a lot.
to the club, I'm calling you, picking your ass
Yeah.
up. Okay, it's a date.
I think the last time I got drunk, I was with Foxy. She's a transsexual porn star here, and she was on a couple. She was on that. Gigolo show. She did an appearance on Gigolo. We went to the Bellagio to One Oak, I think is in there. and we had bottle service. I didn't pay for anything, so that's when I got drunk. But when I have to pay for something, if I have to pay to get drunk in this town, I don't get drunk really.
I have a secret to that.
So,
She does.
It is kind of easy to not have to pay to get drunk in this town.
It
It is.
kind of
It's hard. I don't know. I mean, but I don't go out much, so I can't.
Right.
Well, I
explain
just walk
that.
up
You
to
could go
somebody
out-
and do a little of this and go.
I think guys are
give me a
scared of me though.
What? No.
I went to the BBW thing, and I felt like I think a lot of guys that know who I am are intimidated by me for the simple fact that I'm trans, and then they're paranoid about what the other girls around that may know or may not know that I'm trans, that he's talking to me.
Gotcha.
And so
This
right.
is a
I was
perfect
going to say,
segue.
I bet what happens is there's men who are very interested in you.
I have tons. I have
Tons, but
You
you
know,
know,
there's
what?
some-
When they're at the club, like a club like, our BBW
Mhm.
clubs, like we know a lot of the people because it's the same people every
Mhm.
week. So if you were outside alone, they'd be up all under your skirt, okay? But in the club, I think maybe they're like, I'm not sure I want everybody to know that
So-
I'm
Yeah.
good with a chick with a dick.
This is
Yeah.
actually a perfect segue for this. So my boyfriend, Cali guy, everybody knows him, asked me, should I just, because he has a hard time getting in a chat, he's like, should I just send you what I want you to say for me on the air about the subject? Because everybody knows that my boyfriend has this huge man crush on
Right.
Michelle
'Cause
Austin.
she's beautiful.
She is beautiful. So here's what he
Wait,
says.
and I do want to say this. He did come up to Sierra and I at FanFest, and he said, do you know who the most beautiful porn star is here at the convention?
Oh.
And we're naming all these girls, and everybody we name has these huge, gigantic tits because we know he's a tit man, Sierra.
Yeah, he's a boob guy.
So, and he goes, no, the most beautiful girl here is Michelle Austin.
Yeah. So here's his thing. He says, I think some guys are interested in transsexuals because they really want to play with other guys' penises, but they think if they fool around with a regular guy, that would make them, quote, gay. So by playing around with a transsexual, it makes them, quote, less gay. That's not me. I really have no interest in other guys' penises. On the other hand, some, like Sweet Cheeks, for example, are interested in transsexuals because they find the whole idea so fascinating. They are interested in the whys and hows of the transition and what it must be like to be different from a standard bio male or female, etc. They are interested in the story behind the person. That's not me either. When I look at Michelle, I just see an incredibly beautiful woman with beautiful eyes, mouth, legs, and yes, even sexy hands. And the fact that she was not born with a woman's body is not really significant one way or the other. I just appreciate what I see and the end product of what she has become. She's just one of the most beautiful women in any room, regardless of how she got to that point, and that's what gets my attention.
You know what? That's
Aw.
beautiful.
I know, it makes me almost
That's
teary.
a beautiful statement. It
Thank
really
you,
is.
Ken.
Oh, look at she.
Ah,
all teared up
I know.
over here.
Um,
Yeah, it's true.
It's
though.
so true. It's so true because when I met my husband, he didn't know I was trans. Even though he was in a relationship with a trans before me, he didn't know she was trans either when he met her. And that whole thing is you can fall in love with a person, doesn't matter what they have between their legs, and then you can evolve in that relationship.
So
long
would
is
he
it?
have, before he dated trans, would he have called himself straight or gay?
He's still straight.
He's still straight?
Men who date trans are straight because we're women in society. I think labels are what hinder so many people from wanting to be attracted to someone of a trans or different. I think that labels are what stop us from falling in love, to deciding what people want. I think I'm blessed in a way that I look the way I look, but I know there's some people that have a hard time dealing with it. I've dated guys who've had a hard time dealing with it. What is my friends gonna say? What is my parents gonna say? And when I met my husband's parents, we never told them anything. It just eventually became, they asked. They picked up on things or whatever. Maybe the way I talk, maybe the way I do things. But I don't hide who I am. I never have hidden the fact that...
But you don't go run around pushing your penis in people's faces either.
No, But I don't deny who I am, and I don't go out in public. And there's a lot of girls who get a thrill. Younger, you get the thrill of, oh, I fooled this guy, now I'm going to go home with him. And one thing leads to another.
Past kind of
Yeah.
thing.
How does
Yeah.
how does that work? At what point do you tell someone, oh, by the way, I still have a penis?
Well, see, I've always usually met every person I've ever met was in a gay bar or a tranny
Where did
function.
you meet your husband?
Actually, at a transsexual convention.
Okay.
But I was there doing seminars. Um, I used to do seminars about finding your inner beauty and helping girls. And he was there as their entertainment. He's a magician, so he was there doing uh, entertaining during the cocktail hour. So he was going around doing magic, and I've always been fascinated by magic. He did this thing with this fork that he bended it and did this whole weird thing, and I was just like, oh my God. And so I hit on him hard. I probably hit on him like a guy would hit on a girl.
Hey, baby, what you doing?
And
I'll buy you a drink.
and I thought I scared him. And then later on that night, he came and talked to me, and we exchanged numbers, and we met. We went on a date a week later, and we have never been separated since.
Wow. And how long you been together?
5 years was in
Wow,
June.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So even though sometimes you want to kill him,
Oh yeah,
but
it's an up and down roller coaster.
it's like a child. But it's like talking about being hit on. So I get hit on by black guys all the time. Of
Because you're a
course,
big, beautiful blonde girl.
it's not my flavor of choice. Sorry, black guys. But I'm married.
Just send them to me.
Yeah,
okay?
I will send them to you. But my thing is, this is what I want to understand, because I don't know if it's ever happened to you ladies. But like, okay, this happened twice in 1 week. The other day, I was coming out of Smith's at like midnight because I do my shopping at night because it's hotter. I mean, it's cooler.
Yeah.
And,
Ice cream isn't a mad mess when
Yeah,
you get
when
home.
You get home.
and so I'm walking to the bus because I take the bus everywhere. And I'm walking to the bus really fast because I only have like 10 minutes to get there. I clocked this. I went in, found what I wanted, got out, and was walking fast. And this guy started saying, hey, I thought it was the guy behind me talking on his phone to somebody. And then suddenly he said, Blondie. And I'm like, oh, God. So I turn around. I didn't know it was a black guy. But I just like, I don't like being approached in public
Right.
a lot of times. So I just kept walking, and he goes, hey, you want to go out sometime? Or you got a boyfriend? It just started going off on this whole thing, and I was just like, I'm married, and I just kept walking faster. But then I started thinking, oh my God, I'm in this empty parking lot. There's no one there, and I'm walking with my purse in my hand, and so I'm trying to hurry up just to get to the bus stop so I don't miss it. And so while I'm sitting at the bus stop, he had followed me over in his car and parked behind the bus stop.
Ooh, creepy.
He came
Oh,
out
that's
and
scary.
he asked me, do you need a ride? And to myself, I thought, why would I even get into your car? I don't know who you are. And I've already told you I'm married. So,
Yeah,
but
why
they
are you
don't.
Still pursuing. Yeah.
So it's always been like that. Even if I wear a ring, I used to always wear a ring even when I wasn't married on my ring finger. So guys that would hit on me, like when I lived in Chicago, would get it, but it never worked, and they didn't care. They
No,
don't care.
Don't.
They
They're
don't care.
skeezy.
And so then the other day I was walking to the nail shop. Guy at the crosswalk says, hey.
Hey,
Hey.
Blondie.
There we go. I turn around and he goes, what's your name? And I'm thinking to myself, what is the purpose of me giving you my name? I'm not going to talk to you.
Right.
But I feel bad because then I don't know if they're fans, because I've met fans, or fans have told me they've seen me out in public and stuff like that. But it's kind of like I want to say to my fans is when I'm out in public, I just want to be able to live.
Do your regular life stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and
so
you have no way to discern
Discern.
a fan from a non-fan or a crazy fan.
Yes.
Right.
So it's kind of like you just want to. I admire the gesture of some people. I had a fan who offered to, take me home or something, but it was like this. I don't know who you are outside of being my fan or you saying my fan. So, I love all my fans, but when I'm out, I'm usually not in makeup. I'm usually not in a wig, and I usually look very homely. And it's funny, you get
that's
hit
all
on
it is.
hit on the most when you're homely.
No makeup.
I'm like, I'm
pajama
sweating. It's hot. I'm not that attractive, but I've always had guys tell me it's my ass, my legs, my thighs. So
That's usually what we can say. I had that happen once. I was going into the grocery store, and I was in a hurry, and I was in yoga pants and a ratty old t-shirt, and some guy goes, "Ooh, girl, you dropped something." I turn around and look to see what I dropped, and he goes, "You dropped all that hotness in here." I was like, "What the? Really, dude?" And then he was like following me into the store, and I'm like hurrying up. It was really, I hate guys that do that.
The mistake was the yoga pants. Yoga pants are like the devil's
Well,
The
that's 'cause
double
they're
hot
tight.
pants.
But
yeah.
what's so funny is I never in my whole entire life met a white guy or had a white guy ever approach me and be that strong.
There's
And I don't understand it. I always wanted to say, I try to tweet it out every time it happens, but I don't know. I don't want it to come off as racist or anything either because I'm always saying it's a black guy. But I just want to know
because it is
why.
always a black
It's
guy.
always a black guy, and I feel bad, but I always want to know why are they so strong and they won't give up? It's like I'm ignoring you. I'm walking. I'm trying to do.
that it's a sense of entitlement.
I don't think so.
I think
I think it's just trying to make up for the fact that they've been oppressed for so long.
Oh my God.
No, I think they think that because they have big black cock, they can get any woman they
But
want.
I don't want big.
have
I don't
big-
like big cocks.
I just think they're
I'm
more
gonna say
aggressive.
that right now.
Hallelujah,
I think they're
sister.
just more aggressive in general.
Yeah, they are generally just more aggressive. in
It's just
general.
crazy. But I just when I'm out, I just want to be able to do my thing and pretty much live a pretty normal life. I know when I get stared at. Well, I used to be like I always knew when people would stare at me, they gave me that look. Either they're looking at you because they admire your artwork on your body, 2, or they're attracted to you, or 3, they know who you are. It's like kind of like when the guy knows that you're a porn
They
star.
got jack off face.
I get that.
And 9 times out of 10, they're with their wives and children at a grocery store. Oh,
So they're like, "Oh, I have jack off face, and I can't let anyone know."
but then someone will say, but I had an escort ad up for a while here in town. Well, I've always had one, but I've recently taken it down because of, well, 1, I'm just not escorting right now. And then 2 was that people like that who would see me out in public would go find my escort ad and then start calling that phone number or texting it. And it's kind of like, my number's not online for that. You want to set up an appointment?
Right, exactly.
We can talk about
talk,
this,
yeah,
but
money.
it's not up for that. So I always wondered how, fans just how they are with us girls. But then like you go to a function like BBW Fan Fest and all the black guys are really nice and half of them won't even talk to you
Yeah.
because of the whole stigma. So
That is true. I think
They're
I think
skirt.
there are more black men publicly that I don't want to say homophobic, but I guess that's what it would be, right?
Mhm.
If they know that you're a transgender or that you have a penis somewhere,
But it's the same thing with chubby chasers who
True.
are in the closet. Like like they don't want to approach somebody.
They don't want you to
out
know.
in
They don't want to.
public
They don't want
'cause they
people to
don't-
know that they find chubby chicks fabulous.
Attractive.
I'm-
most people know black guys like chubby chicks.
yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's it.
that
But
is
I'm
a
talking even white guys.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah, it's that whole. It's the same thing. Like once they get over the hump, or they date their first fat chick, or they date their first tranny, then it's all okay.
I think it's changing. I think it is starting to change.
Well, I think it's
Excuse me.
changing simply because there are very few thin women out there. Not
Well,
everybody's
yeah.
not our size, but I sit at the stoplight and watch people at the stoplight and walk across the street, and I'm like, there ain't nobody that walks by that couldn't use to lose a few pounds according to the world.
Right.
According to mainstream media. All right, well, you've been listening to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, the double award-winning internet Las Vegas radio show.
With Michelle Austin.
Woo-hoo. We are going to take a little break. We're going to come right back with the club calendar. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats because we'll be right back.